Hey everybody, welcome to the Geek Vault. It is your boy Dre, and this is a different kind of video. It's been a long time coming that I've been wanting to do this video. I've just been trying to figure out the best way to approach it, um, because I didn't know how to really start it. So I'm just gonna go about it and tell a story. This is not one video I'm expecting a whole lot of people to like, but it's more of a question I wanted to answer. Several people that I've been friends with for a long time, real friends, we'll start with that, had questioned why was I rebranding my YouTube channel. My wife, my son, my brother, my sister, some of my best friends, they were like, why would you destroy something you built to start over again? And the only way to tell this story is to actually say, I got lost. And I don't want to say I got lost in the sense of like the metaphysical, oh, I got lost in the ether sort of thing. It was actually more of like I got lost in the sense that I gave a lot of creative control away from something I enjoyed doing and put it in the hands of other people. And when I did that, I lost myself. I trusted in other people. And one of the things they always tell you is don't give it to other people, because when you do, people let you down. Well, I let myself down. I'm not going to blame other people. I blame myself. Originally, almost 9 years ago, January in less than a few weeks, I started a YouTube channel called Dre's Geek Depot. And I enjoyed it. I loved it. It was one of the most things that came out of it, because I was depressed. I was in a bad place. And when I mean bad place, I was in a bad place. It was just the person I had just married, less than 10 months after being married to them, they cheated on me. I lost my house, lost my job. I had no direction, no motivation, no nothing. The best I had was that my sister and best friend took me in to live with her for an extended period of time with no asking of money, just wanted me to get on my feet. And to you, I thank you, because without you, this Andre that stands here would not be here. You're one of the few people I could actually say I love to death, because this really goes out in part to you. So yeah, I did get a little bit emotional. If you guys see, my face is a little red. And like I said, this video is not going to be like your typical, toy haul. So I started Dre's Geek Depot, coming out of depression, and I wanted to find a voice. And boy, did my videos suck. For like the first 7 videos, they were terrible. And going to the 8th video, which was a live stream video with my brother and some of my friends and my brother-in-law, and they said they found my voice. And I loved doing it. And I stood Dre's Geek Depot for a long time. Up until, I would say, 2018. Around the summer of 2018, I met somebody, and I felt hard for that person. I was, I thought we were in a good spot. We weren't. But I didn't know this. The person never communicated it to me. And ironically enough, I met my wife during this time, because she was, oh God, she was a trooper and a best friend. And I love you, Meredith. You are my everything. And I hope you know that I love you and our girls, because my life, again, you and Nicole are 2 of the reasons why I'm here. And I did the show. She would watch it. This person loved my show. But then they became a part of my show. And I got lost. So I took time away to mentally heal, to get my life right, to get my head right, really, not my life, just my head. And it helped. Ironically enough, it did really help that I got that right, because I ousted the person out of my life, and then I had my wife step in, and we started dating, and I fell in love, and the rest is history now. But that's something that I didn't think about at that time. And my show took a hit. And I had some friends at the time that were my inner circle of friends. Sadly, I lost those friends when the new iteration of the show came. And I shouldn't say lost, things just changed. It became too stressful, became too much work in a sense of like organization and planning and timing and scripting, and they just didn't want to do that. They just wanted to do it for fun, and I was taking it a little bit more seriously. And I own that. I will take that. I own that. So I rebranded under Toy Chats, Dre's Toy Chats. And I loved it. January of this past year, I loved it. I was interviewing some of the biggest YouTubers I followed. Guys like Big Dub, Josh Pence, Insane Goon, What's Poppin' Seth. I can go down the litany of people I had on this show. And it really opened my eyes to I was like, wow, I really, I like what I did. And I had two good friends by my side. They were my co-hosts. Then we started getting into the creatives, and I started looking and scheduling and getting people, and just, it was like blowing up real big in a way I never expected. But then things started getting shaky, and the Geek Depot became the Geek Dad, became the Geek Dad on the Nerd Dungeon, left the Nerd Dungeon, and then I went to Toy Chats. Toy Chats was its own entity. It was its thing, and it was good until it wasn't. And it's not the show was bad. I was relying on co-hosts because the show was an interview-based show, which if you have an interview-based show, you need to have a co-host, or I wanted a co-host. That didn't work out. Then I got a new co-host. He unceremoniously just walked up and left. Said our friendship was no good. That hurt. And I took a big shot to my ego. Like I said, I can't keep this afloat. What the hell is wrong with me? So then I took another step back and I said, am I doing this? Like, should I continue doing this? Like, do I really have a desire to continue this? And I did. I decided to go back to my roots. And when I went back to my roots, it became fun. I had a friend of mine in New York say, the day anything stops being fun is the day you stop doing it. And I live by that. Whenever YouTube is not a job to me, I don't care about getting numbers. I don't care about the analytics. I know I do in the back of my brain. I care about it a little bit, but it's like 0.01% of me cares about that. The rest of it, I do it for fun. I've met very good people that have shown me that they're good people and continually daily show me that they're good people. And I try to be a good person. I'm not perfect. Lord knows I'm not. I can be an asshole. And I'm far from perfect, but I try to be better, And again, the day something stops being fun, I just shut it down and wash my hands of it. But then I got to thinking, I enjoy this platform for what it can be, a positive place. So how do I turn something from this rebranding to Suou's Geek Vault? When you call yourself Dre, but you say Suou's Geek Vault. Well, Suou is Japanese for guardian. And the Geek Vault is obviously, a vault is what do you do? You put things in it that are valuable to you to protect. And obviously geek, duh. All the stuff behind me qualifies for that. So, why do I still call myself Dre? Because that's my name. Suou is who I am, but Dre is my name. And I'm guarding the things I love because they're worth something to me. And through this journey onto rebranding into the Suou's Geek Vault, I've actually learned something new. And with the help of my friend Carlos, you guys know him as T3 Collects. And I'll even go as far as my other friends, EC Collecting and JMC Collects. We're collectively putting something together. I know Carlos and I have had more talks about this. We're creating something called the Collector Safe Space. Why are we collecting? Why are we creating this? We're creating this because mental health for males and females is important. To the point that I've seen people take their lives over YouTube, young and old. I'm a middle school teacher who has seen kids that they get defeated if somebody gives them a negative review. You know, I've seen adults beat themselves up if they can't get their numbers. I've seen grown men and women just collapse inward because they don't have a presence. You do. You matter. Collecting has been a way to save a lot of those people, and it saved me. And I feel like this is part of what my calling is. It sounds weird, and I know, like I said, I look mad, but I'm not. Actually, this is something I've been wanting to do and post, and I feel like I haven't had the opportunity to tell the story. If there's anybody that's heard the story and there's rumors and hearsay and everything, that's fine. I'm here. Message me. I'll tell you the damn story. I lived it. I will tell you it. But I'm not here to badmouth anyone. I don't wish anybody ill will. This video is not to ill will anyone. I wish nothing but success to everybody that's out there. Because I believe in karma. If I bring out bad energy and put it into my life, it just stays and manifests in negative ways. But if I put out positive energy and good vibes, that brings it back. And that's what I've been doing. The Collector Safe Space is going to start off on Instagram. And I'm going to try to work with T3 to maybe make it a once a month thing. Where I haven't figured out the exact timetable for it, but be expecting in January, late January 2023. I'm gonna talk to Carlos and see if we can plan something. But it's going to be a way for people that would like to tell their story to have a platform and actually feel like there's a safe space for them to go to. So this is something that I am 100% backing. It is completely my choice. Carlos is 100% behind me. So is EC, and so is Colin, and so is Joe. This is a positive place, and I want to keep it that way because I've learned a lot. And I'm sorry, like I said, I'm a little emotional. I can't help it. Something I've learned along the way is that you want to help people. And the best way to help people is by doing right and trying to do right in the world. And that's my one thing I tell my girls, I tell my son, I tell my wife. If I can do one good thing for one person and make their life feel better, then I've done it right. And that's what I'm planning to do. So when I said the title of this video is going to say why I rebranded and the 2 new projects. Well, one is the Collector Safe Space. That's going to be something I work with Carlos, Joe, and Colin with, and a few other people, and we're going to see what we can do about expanding that outwards and making it actually a thing. I'm going to manifest it. I'm going to make it happen. Just look at late January 2023. That's what I'm going to tell you guys with that. It will have an Instagram, and I will share that across my social media platforms so you guys can follow it, join it, and have a way of directly messaging me. It'll have resources. It'll have a whole bunch of good things that we can help mitigate people where they feel lost. Now, the other flip side of that, and this is a positive, is Joe and his friend Scott. We both, or I say the three of us, had such a great time. We want to create a wrestling podcast and a video cast. So we are going to do that as well, coming in January 2023. Now, why am I saying January? I'm taking part of this month off. I'm going to take a week off. I will be filming for family purposes, for fun, and I may or may not post that to social media. I haven't decided yet. It's my kids, it's my wife, it's me. I don't really know if I want to share that stuff, just because people are very overly critical. But I may do it anyway, because it's going to be a good time. But yes, that is the plan. That will be, we have yet to name it, but Joe, Scott, and I will be doing a weekly podcast that will talk wrestling. And we're talking like old school, new school, and we will do the big 4 pay-per-views for WWE. So we will do, I think it's going to start at the Rumble, and then we will go on to Mania, and then obviously SummerSlam, and then Survivor Series. So Joe and Scott, I know you guys are big supporters of the channel. Everybody I said was a big supporter of this channel, and I look forward to doing this with you in this venture. I'm very big on, don't just sing it, bring it. So we're going to do that, and expect some fun things out of the three of us. We're going to have a lot of fun. We are, if you guys watched our watch along for Survivor Series War Games, you can see how Joe and I are very opposite camps on a lot of things, and then Scott was mitigating, but then me and Scott we all had our way of getting into it with each other, and I loved it. So that chemistry is gonna be awesome. I'm really looking forward to that. And the Collector Safe Space, I'm really looking forward to doing that as well. So this video is a lot longer than I wanted it to be, but I felt like I needed to say this. Be mindful of people, folks. We don't know what they're going through. You don't know if leaving a negative comment or attacking somebody, you don't know what's going on. In this world where we have so much, in a digital world where there's such a vast playground, we don't all have to play on the same swing set. I'm literally saying it like that. Just look out. And like I said, and like I know my friends have said it, if you watch this video and you really feel like you need a place to talk to somebody, you can hit me up on Dre's Geek Dad. That's my personal IG. And then there's Suou's _ Geek Vault. That's the Instagram for the YouTube. You can hit me up at either one of those, and I will gladly get back to you and do my best to try to help you in any way I can. And if I can't help you, I'll put you into the hands of somebody that can. So that's my personal kind of emotional message I wanted this video to be. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Enjoyed it in the sense of that you got to know a little bit more about my personality and where I'm coming from. I wish nobody ill. I hope everybody is successful. There's a big enough platform. Find your success and happiness where you need to. All right, everybody. As always, stay geeky, y'all. Peace.